Hello everyone, welcome to the Comic Gamer Movie Show. My name is Sean, and today I'm here to give you my quick thoughts on the new Ghostbusters trailer. Now the movie is called Ghostbusters Afterlife, and it looks like it's taking place, it's coming out next year. And it has an interesting cast. It has, damn it, I think his name's, Vince Wolfhard. Or is it Vince Wolfhard? I've never say his name correct from the Stranger Things movies. It also has Paul Rudd in it. And I've heard rumors about them bringing Bill Murray back. But this is, a lot of people might be thinking, wait, didn't they just do this? But no, the 20, I believe, was it 16 or 17? No, the 20, it had to be maybe longer than that. 15, 16? Ghostbusters with Melissa McCarthy and that was different. This is not that. This is a reboot / sequel. This movie is a direct sequel to either Ghostbusters 2 or Ghostbusters 1. I can't remember. I haven't really looked that up. But this is a direct sequel. This takes place in the same world in today's time, many years later now. It seems, and it seems like they're playing more of the legacy play this time around with the grandchildren of one of the Ghostbusters, and the trailer really doesn't give a lot to me, anyways. It really doesn't give a lot away. It's really vague. You know that these young kids are the grandchildren of one of the Ghostbusters, because at one point, you know that not only are they the grandchildren of one of the Ghostbusters, but that he kept things at this farm. That he kept that, because it seems like one of them, I don't know which one, went off and bought a farm. And it's pretty clear that he kept not only the car, the Ghostbuster car, but he kept a lot of the spirits they captured too, packed together. And it might be a Jumanji situation, is what I'm thinking they're gonna go with. It's probably gonna be a Jumanji situation. You know how in not Jumanji, shit, why am I saying Jumanji? Goosebumps. The first Goosebumps. You know how in the first Goosebumps, he had all those books and it all got loose and he had to gather it all back? I feel like it's going to be one of those situations. It's outside of this small little town, very Stranger Things-esque town, really, except a little bit more desert area around it. But it seems like it's a small little desert town, and they happen to have a farm out, little ways out. Well, not desert town, but just a small little net town. Because Ghostbusters took place in the city, New York City, to be more exact, Manhattan. No, it wasn't Manhattan. I think it was Manhattan. So that always gave it a bit of a different thing to it than other things that involve ghosts. Because most things that involve ghosts are houses like isolated away from things, and Ghostbusters took place in New York City. And this looks like it's gonna take place in a different location. It looks like they're gonna play with the legacy play. Paul Rudd looks like he's kind of a Ghostbuster fanboy. He looks like he's playing. It seems like he's playing one of a teacher of the two kids. The two kids who look like they're gonna be the legacy kids. He looks like he's playing a teacher of the two kids, and who happens to be a fanboy of the Ghostbuster stuff too. Though I don't know how something like that would just become unnoticeable, because and it's pretty clear that they say, and Paul Rudd states in the movie, in the trailer, that there hasn't been a ghost sighting in a very long time. So essentially the Ghostbusters, after they did their thing, there hadn't been ghosts seen in a very long time. And the town is shaking for some reason. The town is shaking. The whole town is shaking. And no one, and he's in Paul Rudd's character, no one can quite explain. It's the city's not, we've done our research. The city's not on a fault line or anything. There's no one can explain why this city is shaking. Now, us as the audience, as people who have seen the Ghostbusters movies, we could probably come to the conclusion that the city is probably shaking because either Dan Aykroyd's character or Bill Murray's character. One of it, I'm just going to say Dan Aykroyd, because they've already established that whatever Ghostbuster member this is died. He passed away. And I keep hearing that Bill Murray might appear in this. So I'm going to just go out on a limb and say that it was Dan Aykroyd's character. He packed all of these ghosts, whatever he did, to get rid of, because if I remember in the Ghostbusters movie, they really don't go and show you what they do with the ghosts. They just simply capture them and put them somewhere. But I don't remember if you ever get to see it. It's been a while since I've seen the Ghostbusters movies, but I know that they capture them. So I would be willing to go out on a limb and say that underneath their house, or maybe the barn where they were keeping the car, because it seems like they're going down into something too, wherever that place they're going down into is the vault that he's been keeping all of these spirits. I kind of hate when they do this with the legacy characters, where it's like, dude, why couldn't you tell your daughter that you were keeping a vault full of ghosts under the fucking house? Now, I don't know if that's the thing, but I'm gonna go on a limb and say that he was keeping a vault full of fucking ghosts underneath his house. So, but I guess you gotta keep them somewhere. And it seems like there was a lot of land out there, so I mean, I guess you can call it them trying to be on the safe side. But something's rattling the spirits. Something happens to get the spirits rattling. And you never get a clear shot at a ghost. You see a ghost flying through town. You see the kids take the car, and the car like has seats and stuff. And you see them driving this old beat up car. It seems like the son, played by Vince Wunford, has been screwing with this car for quite some time now, because the way he talks about the car. Because he says something along the line, "Come on, baby," and the way he says it is as if he's been screwing with this car for quite some time. And like I said, I'm curious to see where this goes. I'm not quite excited just yet because they haven't really shown me anything. I'm not sure. I love the original Ghostbusters. I even like Ghostbusters 2. I hated that remake they did because it was just like so abruptly. That was SJW, but if you SJWs want to go, if the anti-SJWs want to find something to actually bitch about, there you go. But this movie is going for the legacy play, and that's what I always think. Whenever you're going to do a remake of a big franchise, just do the legacy play. It's easy. You bring the cast back. It's explainable. It's pretty explainable to me personally. Pull the legacy card, like, boom. It's just a really simple way of going about it. If they ever brought back Alien or something, or Predator, like, just pull the legacy card. Like, and Ghostbusters is a perfect place to pull the legacy card. If they do eventually do Back to the Future, pull the legacy card. Just pull the legacy card. It's the easiest route. It's the route of least resistance, because the fans themselves can't get but so mad, because it's not like you're telling them. It's not like you're saying that what happened in those movies that they love is gone. It's like, no, that happened. That was awesome. That happened. This is the child of whoever that happened to. Now we're playing the legacy game. And I love when they play the legacy game. I think that works great. So that's my thoughts on the Ghostbusters trailer. Ghostbusters Afterlife. I don't know about that last title, but perhaps they call it an Afterlife. Perhaps it's going to play into it. But there's not a lot to talk about. I see some people making trailers and reactions. I'm like, what are you reacting to? There's not a lot actually happening. You never see a ghost. They never even say the person, which one of the Ghostbusters who dies. You're not even sure what's in the hole. You're not sure what's going on. They show us. The only thing you see is the car and them driving it. But like I said, you don't know what's going on at all. And the tone was a bit dark, it was a bit like gloomier, but I know it's Ghostbusters. That tone it's only going to be but so gloomy. It's really more like a horror comedy, more in the comedy department than the horror department. But I don't know. We'll see. But thank you guys for joining me in the Comic Game Movie Show. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.